Hi guys, I'm Wade, Creed, and welcome to Slightly Mediocre, where we keep the bar low so your expectations aren't high.
So today we'll be talking about some of the streaming services that are available to people to watch movies, TV shows, etc. on. We'll be talking about Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, and also YouTube Red. YouTube Red's kind of new to the scene, and it's not really, I guess, a full-fledged streaming service, but they do offer like their own YouTube originals and their own series on there, as well as other shows that are just on YouTube Red. And there's also other features that are associated with it. So we'll bring that also into the talk today.
Yeah, for sure. So I think we should probably start off alphabetically, I guess. So Amazon. What you think about Amazon? I know personally, I've had Amazon Prime for a couple years now, and not only are you getting the free streaming out of it, but you're also getting 2-day free shipping, which is awesome for Amazon eligible Prime things, of course.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you can't get everything 2-day, but it's nice when that's how we got these handy dandy mics, because we're pros now. We're pro YouTubers.
Major upgrade.
Yeah. We're still in the garage though.
So, like, for Amazon Prime, I've had it for a while too, and I really enjoy it. Like Wade said, the shipping and all of that is a great feature. But the streaming service is great. I've had zero issues with it. The quality has always been great for me. I've always gotten to watch some TV shows I've watched from back in the day, like. They have the Batman series on there.
I think they have Third Rock from the Sun too.
Yeah, they got a lot on
like
there.
Some of those little oddball sitcoms and stuff.
So they got a lot of new films, new shows, old shows, and everything in between. They have like a music streaming service as well. You got to pay a little bit more for the unlimited music version.
Yeah.
But you have the regular version, and that's available to you if you're a Prime member.
And one other thing that I found out recently, actually, was you can also have a Kindle. You also have free Kindle books too, like free ebooks that you can pull up on your phone and everything like that. Of course, you have to pay a little bit of extra for the unlimited, just like the music streaming service.
Oh, yeah.
But it's pretty cool. If you're like on a flight and don't have that great a Wi-Fi connection, you can just download a book and read it just right there on your phone or your tablet or your laptop, what have you.
And to piggyback off of that, like for textbooks, if you're a student, it really helps if you can rent your own books instead of buying them. You can just rent them, download them onto your phone, your tablet, your Kindle, and just read them there. And then when you're done with it, they'll go away.
For sure. Yeah, no, I know all through college I was renting books off of Amazon, which is great. The major gripe I have about Amazon Prime, though, is, well, yeah, it would be, it's more of a convenience thing. Like, when you're sitting there binge watching, because I binge watch Hell's Kitchen on Amazon Prime. Like I love that show so much. But I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, and instead of pulling up the entire series, like every single season, every single episode, what it'll do is it'll only pull up like season 1. Okay. And then you gotta, like, once you click on season 1, of course you can do a drop down menu to season 2, 3, and just kind of piggyback off of that. But it's annoying when you're like scrolling through and browsing, because it'll show up, the little thumbnail of season 1, and then 3 thumbnails down it'll show up season 3 and season 10 and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of a gripe for me, but that's more so an organization thing.
Okay.
Just like Netflix, it's really great because if you are binge watching and fall asleep, because that happens. After I think like 3 episodes, or 3 or 4 episodes, it kind of stops the stuff and is like, are you still there? Like, ¿qué pasó? So, that is pretty cool. And overall, it's really affordable. It actually comes out to be cheaper than Netflix. I think it's like $117 for the year. Netflix, they just recently bumped it up to, I think, $11.99 or $10.99.
Yeah, it's around that now.
Yeah, it used to be $9.99 or $9 even. But yeah, now they bumped that up. So overall, the Amazon Prime ends up coming out to be cheaper, and you're getting more out of it.
Oh yeah, you got a lot more. And if you're a student, you get a student discount as well.
Yeah, it's 50% if you have a valid student email. And then I think you put in like your graduation year or something like that, so, and then that's when it cuts off. But still, $117 for the year, and you're getting 2-day free shipping, and music streaming and video streaming and Kindle book streaming. Like it's not bad. It's not a bad deal.
Yeah, and one thing I really liked about it was if I'm watching a TV show on my Xbox and I wanted to, go somewhere else, it would pick up immediately where I left off on my phone. There would be no hiccup, finding out where you left off. It will just immediately pick up. Oh, you left off at like 1 minute 52 seconds. You're right there.
Yeah, no, that's great because I know Netflix sometimes has a couple issues where you're doing that, and same thing with Hulu. So that is kind of the unfortunateness of both of those, but we'll get into that here in a minute. But other than that, I would say Prime. If you're looking for a streaming service that you're able to find your basic videos and stuff like that. Plus, they have a lot of good original series. It's definitely nice to have Prime. Also, if you do a lot of online shopping through Amazon. So, but I know the next one, the next big one is Netflix, of course. There's been a lot of meme-worthy Netflix posts. Got the Netflix and chill on there. But I know Netflix. I've probably had it for almost 10 years now. It's been a very, very long time. I remember when they just used to do videos, and now they do streaming mainly. Oh yeah. Netflix. They have deals with Disney, so you're able to get some of the newer movies a lot faster, unlike Amazon, which is a good thing. They also have a bunch of original series, which is really cool. They're like almost becoming their own network. It's crazy. There is the monthly fee of I want to say it's $10.99 now. I remember getting an email about it a couple years ago saying that they were going to up it from the $8.99 or $9 or whatever it was at. I didn't pay attention to it. All I know is that I'm getting charged like $2 more, I think. So there's that. It is a monthly fee. And the other cool thing about it is that with Netflix, you can divide your account amongst who's watching. Okay. So like I can go in and on the home screen it'll say who's watching, and then it'll be Sam and Jimmy and Bob and whatever, right? So you can put whoever is in there. Oh yeah. And then if you're splitting your account, because obviously Netflix, there's always that one guy who pays for it all, and then he shares his account information, right? Oh yeah. I did that all through college. I can't tell you how many people I gave my stuff to, and then as soon as college ended, I changed my password, and everyone got all mad at me. It was great. So there was that, and that is a convenience feature. Another thing is a great thing is when you're binge watching. After 3 episodes, it's like, are you still there, or continue watching? And it's really interactive with your Xbox Connect if you have an Xbox One. I know I don't even have to like turn on the remote or anything. If my remote goes dead, I can just be like, hey Cortana, resume, and then it'll just do its thing. So I personally really like Netflix. Although recently they seem to not have that great of options, but I think that's just because it's kind of like a dead time with all these new movies coming out. They're kind of waiting until all these new movies hit DVD, and then it'll be out, I'm sure.
Like for me, I haven't had that. I don't have Netflix myself, but I've had friends who've had it, and I've had experience watching shows on it. I really enjoyed it. But for me, like it wasn't. I always relied on Amazon Prime because of all the shipping and etc. that was involved with it. And I could also have a streaming service when Netflix was just a streaming service. But like Wade said, since you can share with friends on your home screen, if you have a close friend that you want to watch a film, watch a TV show with, or a film, just go off their account, Yeah. They'll be more than happy to share, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. And then like I knew people like it wouldn't affect what was recommended for certain accounts. Like let's say your buddy Bobby has a different taste in movies. Like he really likes horror movies. Okay. And you don't like horror movies. So what'll happen is, Bobby, he'll have all these recommendations for horror movies and stuff that might interest him. But if you go under your tab, then it'll just show up, like your baking shows or whatever that you're into. So that's kind of cool. And then I know the next big one will be Hulu. Yeah. Hulu. I like Hulu, but I hate Hulu at the same time. I know it's like $8.99 a month. I really only use Hulu to keep up with my TV shows because they're current. They usually take about a week or two to update with the most recent episode, but you are able to watch like brand new episodes, and you're not waiting 2 years sometimes for Netflix or Prime to come pick it up.
Yeah.
But the downside of Hulu is commercials. We all hate commercials. I can't stand commercials. So Hulu has it in such a way where you have to pay an extra $8 a month for no commercials.
Wow.
Which is unfortunate. Granted, the commercials are, it's considerably a shorter commercial break compared to cable.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still a commercial, and you're just like, I don't need to see this Toyota commercial 10 times through an episode of American Dad. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But they do have some exclusives. I know South Park used to be on Netflix. Now it's on Hulu exclusively. Family Guy, same thing. American Dad, same thing. The Simpsons, same thing. They're kind of like the powerhouse of primetime television right now. I know that's where I've been watching MasterChef.
Okay.
Because I'm just really into cooking shows. I can't cook, but I'm into cooking shows. So that's really the only reason I have Hulu as well as the other Prime and Netflix. But yeah, my biggest gripe is the commercials and needing to pay an extra $8 a month for no commercials. I think that's ridiculous. Granted, you can't add on like HBO and Cinemax and what's the other one? Stars. You can add all of that on for an extra fee, so you can get some of those exclusive shows. But I already have free HBO, so I don't need any of that. So I'm not going to pay extra. I'm just going to deal with my commercials.
Oh yeah.
Another big gripe I have is when you're binge watching Hulu, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. Like there was one time I was binge watching, I think it was like American Dad or something. I started with season 1. By the time I woke up the next morning, because I was binge watching on my laptop and fell asleep, by the time I woke up the next morning, I was in season 6. And it was still playing. It was still playing. So that's the major frustration I have is like, if something happens or if you walk away and it's just like, oh, are you still there? It doesn't do that. It does that after 6 seasons, but it doesn't do that like after 3 episodes, which is kind of unfortunate because then you need to, go back and figure out where you left off and then, go further into the series if you want to stick with the series. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, to wrap it up, we're going to talk about YouTube Red. It's, I guess, not really a streaming service per se, but they do offer their own, original shows on there. There's YouTube Originals where they have from content creators to shows that are curtailed around different aspects of gaming shows, movies, and short films, etc.
Yeah.
But what I really like about YouTube Red, I had it for a good year or so, was that when you played the video and then you close your phone or whatever you're using, it would still play. So you could play your music in the background, or you could close the app, you could close your YouTube app, and you can still play in the background. So while you're doing something else, or multitasking, or
if you just want to jam it out to something.
So if you want to have like your own basically it's like your own music streaming service, and then you just have your own little playlist of videos. And it'll be like Spotify. It is kind of like Spotify, where like it just plays all these tracks, and there's no interruptions, and there's no ads. That's what I really liked.
Great.
There were no ads included, and it's one thing I really liked about YouTube Red. So once I no longer had it, I immediately regretted it because all the ads came back, and here we are. But I highly recommend YouTube Red. There's a lot of good features to it. So that's one thing I really liked about it. No ads, and the fact that you could use it as like a music streaming service.
Do you remember how much it was?
No, I don't. It's kind of like it's a monthly payment.
Okay.
And they have different increments that you can do, like for 3 months, etc. I believe. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. But I think they also offer like student discounts, and I was on a free trial as well. So they offer it if you want to try it out. I'm sure they offer you a free trial, so you can find out if you really like it, if you want to pay into it. So I recommend it.
Let's figure out how much it is real quick. This makes for great YouTube, right? I have to sit here and research what it is. It's $10 a month.
Okay. And to preface, we're not being sponsored or paid by any of these companies.
No, we're not. Although, if you guys want to sponsor us, that'd be great.
But no, this is our opinions from our past experiences with these four companies, 4 services, and we just wanted to give our 2 cents on them.
Yeah, and sure, there's other services out there, but these are the main ones. I know there's like HBO, HBO Go, HBO Now, all that fun stuff. A lot of that's through like cable providers and stuff. I know I have my HBO Go through AT&T because it's like one of their deals for my plan, which is great.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, it's like there's other providers out there. There's like Crackle and a bunch of free providers too. But you know, we're just talking about the big ones, the main ones, and you know, the up and coming ones. So you know, that's really what this video is about. It's about, you know, like where can you go to find your movies anytime you want, instead of, you know, needing to wait for them to come on cable, or, you know, needing to wait for them to come on YouTube on the, you know, bootleg list or whatever.
Bootlegging them on, like, you know, the internet somewhere.
Don't bootleg. We do not support pirating. No, that's bad.
So let us know what you think. Let us know which streaming services you like to use, which are your favorites.
Let us know if we forgot like a streaming service. I know we mentioned a few. We mentioned the big ones. But you know, if there's one that you like in particular that we should try, let us know. You know, we're always down to see if we can find some, you know, oddball movies out there with streaming services that aren't like major. That's always fun. I know I was able to find this old TV show that I hadn't seen in years, and they haven't had it on Netflix or Hulu or anything like that, through Crackle for free.
Oh, wow.
Which was really cool. I also saw Joe Dirt 2 on Crackle,
Excellent.
which was... we don't talk about that. Joe Dirt 1 was great. Joe Dirt 2, man.
So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you all think, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, for sure. And again, this has been Slightly Mediocre. We set the bar low, so your expectations aren't high. Thanks, guys.